So here you are, death has come knocking on your door, and you've passed away. So which assets are in your estate? Real estate, vehicles, things like that that you own, all those are going to be in your estate. Assets that are not in your estate, non-estate assets, are things like your life insurance policy, your 401k, your bank accounts, your IRAs, anything like that that has an institution that maintains them and has terms and conditions and contracts that you agreed to but never read. All of those pass by contract, and those are non-estate assets. They pass by what's known as a beneficiary designation. All of these accounts, when you set them up, they ask you, who do you want to have your stuff if something happens to you? If you die, who gets your assets if it's a non-estate asset? Those are your BENI, called beneficiary designations, and it is very important to understand when you're doing your estate plan which assets are going to be in your estate, meaning that they are going to be subject to the tools in your estate plan, right? You put together this great plan to delay and stagger your distribution of assets to your loved ones, to your children, but yet over here, if you don't have your beneficiary designation set up properly, that money is going to go to them outright. Outright distribution is a recipe for disaster, right? Don't forget that. Make sure when we go through your estate plan, we will help you change your beneficiary designations to either, and then we're going to say, to the then acting trustee of your testamentary trust created by your will, something like that. Your beneficiary designations are important to funnel assets into your estate plan so that the tools in your estate plan will be effective. Because if you aren't cognizant of this, if you're not aware that some of your assets are outside of your estate and not governed by your will, you may not have happen what you want to happen. You may wind up with money going to people when you thought it was going to be split equally. In fact, it just goes to one person because they were on that account. It's important to understand which assets are in your estate and which your assets are not in your estate when you pass away, and the importance of having comprehensive, well thought out beneficiary designations as part of your estate plan.